that type of impact. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Uh, we are almost running out of time, so I'd request the last two panelists to kindly keep their remarks brief. Honorable Chief Minister has mentioned in Chief Minister plenary also, and even in the presentation a little while back, about modules to molecules. So I think there is none other than Amit ji from Adani Green Energy to sort of answer this question. Adani is one of the largest renewable energy companies in the country. You also have ambitious manufacturing plans, so would like to know from you how AP, as you heard from Honorable Chief Minister, can leverage its geographic as well as demographic dividend and become one of the leading manufacturing states. Request you to kindly keep your remarks limited to 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure. No, thank you. First of all, I think I would just echo everybody's sentiment. Very, very precise and very futuristic vision which was presented by you, Honorable Chief Minister. I think it's going to help us accelerate our move in Andhra. And I must also compliment that for Adani Green, Andhra is a key state, and the people of Andhra, we have 7+ gigawatt of projects which are under construction, which are getting ready for Andhra. And we have two large pump storage projects, one in Chitravati, which we have already started. It's our first project in India, which is under construction, and we have another 1,000 megawatt project in Andhra, which is under planning stage. We have two things which I want to just talk about, which I feel is important to emphasize. One is the reliance on storage systems. As renewable power grows in our country, we need to really promote storage solutions. The subsidy you talked about, the incentives you talked about are going to go a long way. I think we should keep them and enhance them as we go. I also saw very clearly you talked about exporting power will have no charges or any royalties. Great. I think we should have this kind of system in place everywhere. Second, I think you talked about people. I want to highlight that vocational skills in these projects is in limited supply. A lot of times when we are running fast, we need people who are skilled, people who have the competency to work, both in the manufacturing side and execution side. It will be great to have a very focused approach towards skill development, especially vocational skill development. And, I'm an engineer myself, but I think we need more people who have practical skills to do the groundwork. And I think that is something which I would encourage. And third thing I can just chip in, renewable power depends a lot on weather. Weather forecast is a critical area of improvement as well. Today, if you look at the density of weather monitoring stations we have, our ability to forecast short-term and long-term wind or solar radiation, especially with wind, is still far from ideal. I think that is something which I didn't notice on your slide, sir, but I would highly encourage that a focused effort is made to improve our weather forecasting systems, which will greatly impact and benefit the sector and improve our deployment as well.
Adding on to that, maybe Bhuvan Chand Tripathi ji from Greenco, we heard from modules. Honorable Chief Minister's vision is also on molecules, and Greenco is one of the leading green hydrogen manufacturers, and you also tied up a lot of capacities for export. How do you look at AP emerging as the hub for green hydrogen, not just in India but also for Southeast Asia?
Thank you, Honorable CM. It is always a pleasure to be interacting with you. I remember from way back 2000 when I made first presentation to you in a combined state of Andhra Pradesh. I have been interacting with you. Just to share the audience here, I have been interacting with you as the Chairman Gale, resolving issues in Andhra Bhavan in Delhi over a breakfast. So that's the way you have been solving and helping the industry. So you are known for that. So it's always a pleasure, sir. And I could not realize that after my retirement, I'll have this opportunity to work with the organization, which is your home company in the state of Andhra Pradesh. You talked about integrated policy and all the facet of that. Greenco is already present in Andhra Pradesh. Greenco has already committed $10 billion investment in all the facet which you talked about. It started with a small company with 5 to 10 megawatt capacity. Today it is 7.5 gigawatt operating platform. People are talking about storage is the necessity for better penetration of renewable. I think I must compliment the promoters. They have thought about this 3 or 4 years back. And you are going to have the Asia's largest energy storage project getting commissioned in next few months in the state of Andhra Pradesh, which is going to be a 10 gigawatt hour renewable energy storage platform operating on a digital cloud with state-of-art AI and ML facility. And Greenco has already carved a strategy go to 100 gigawatt hours. Right now, around 25 gigawatt hour storage projects are being implemented as in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. You talked about green molecule. They have already identified a green molecule complex in Kakinada, where they are going to set up. One of the key elements in this is the electrolyzer manufacturing. 2 gigawatt assembly line is going to be operational by 2027 to start from 2026, and 27 will be fully commissioned, where they'll be producing green electrolyzer in collaboration with John Cockle from Belgium. They're also looking at possibility of setting up sustainable aviation fuel, methanol, a lot of other chemicals from methanol to olefins. And one of the important aspects which we have not discussed is the use of green chemical into pharma sector. The whole Andhra and Telangana region is rich in the pharma sector, so it's going to be a major producer of those green chemicals. So under the platform of Greenco, they are providing the large storage platform, and they have already committed $6 billion of adding 6 gigawatt capacity of solar, wind, and hydro together in Kurnool. They have committed $4 billion for setting up 4 million tons of green ammonia complex. Nagarjuna Fertilizers, you know, is being converted as a green hub, where they will be producing green hydrogen by first quarter of 2026. And the Spectrum Power area, which is again near Kakinada, is being developed as a SEZ. Couple of issues I was thinking to raise, what more can be done in the Andhra Pradesh. I think the subject is so important, and it is a sunrise sector, as you rightly said. This is going to be a revolution of green energy. Probably this kind of session needs more attention, more discussion. I would request a focused discussion in the state of Andhra Pradesh later on, where you may like to invite all the industry players, what more can be done, where we spend more time in going into the detail. I was thinking to request you for facilitating the aggregation of land, which you already talked about in your proposed policy. The second thing I was thinking about green access, which you already talked about. Third was providing a skilled resource. I know Andhra Pradesh has a huge talent pool, but they need to be trained and skilled to the new form of energy, new form of industry, where you already talked about skill council. I think the industry will be looking for this policy to be announced soon, and definitely a focused discussion on this, where you could really spend more time. I know you have a shortage of time, so I would like to stop here. And Greenco, being already a home company to Andhra Pradesh, has already committed almost $10 billion going forward from here to 2028. Thank you.
Thank you. As you rightly mentioned, one is Amit Singh, vocational skills, weather forecasting, either wind or solar radiation, all these things. Now, slowly it is coming, it is there, but we have to perfect, we have to go in how to predict accurate. That is where we are thinking. Now we have to tell us where to keep all these things. State government is very keen to put all these things. Now we are going for weather forecasting. We are going different websites, different countries also we are following. Even till today, people are unable to predict exact rainfall. That problem still persists. Broadly, indicators are coming. Sometimes that indicators also deviating. I don't mind this also wind and solar radiation, how far they are able to do. If you can guide us, we'll go all out, we'll establish. One is for industry, it will be useful for solar, and also for guiding the people continuously. Against in summertime, warning, all these things, it will be useful, we can work it out. Tripathi has rightly mentioned, long back I used to tell him, as you rightly mentioned, we have gone energy auditing also, long back. Even Gale pipelines, there were some leakages. Then I asked them, why can't you put it sensors? That is how we forced him to put it sensors and control room. Thereby no accident should happen. That is how we have gone at that time. So with all these things, as you rightly mentioned, we will have similar sessions continuously. This is the latest technologies up to green energy, which are all the innovative ideas. How to go reduction of cost in generating power, high efficiency, and also cost reduction in raw materials, domestic, how to go about, that is one. Second one, downstream industries, how to make it more viable. Except you, others are also working. I am 100% confident it will happen. Now people are saying green energy means 2x or green hydrogen means 2x. How to reduce that and ultimately how to go about cost reduction or optimization solutions. That is very, very important.
Sir, Vijay is pushing behind. I think he wants us to close fast. That's why I requested it needs some more time because from green electron to green molecule, the spin-off benefit of molecules are much larger than pure electricity. The impact in the society and the value addition into molecule going into downstream chemistry, replacing all the polymers, plastics, pharmaceuticals, agri-chemicals. There is a huge opportunity when Andhra could be a hub for all those green molecules. That's what I wanted to have more time and discussion in the state.
One more session, we'll discuss all these things.
Thank
I
you.
am also learning, I am a student. Always I am saying, life is a continuous learning process. If you stop learning, then diminishing returns will start. So I am a good student. I will listen to you and then I will implement everything. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.